Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are back on Black Ops 4, and I've got another episode in my Gold Gun Guide Best Class Setup series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Vapr-Xkg Assault Rifle. This is easily my favorite assault rifle, probably my favorite gun in the entire game, even though that it did just receive a nerf in the last 12 gigabyte update. It's still a lot of fun to use. It's very powerful, extremely good. And you should do really well with it, especially when running this class setup. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the class setup. I'm using, obviously, the Vapr. I'm running an ELO sight. I'm running long barrel, stock, and high caliber, obviously primary gunfighter to allow me to run that. Perk 2, I'm not running a Perk 1. Perk 2, I'm running 2. I'm running Dexterity and Gung Ho. And then Perk 3, I'm running Ghost. And obviously Perk 2 Greed, so that I'm able to run both of those. So let's start off with the ELO sight. Huge fan of the ELO. I talked about this in the last video with the KN. So the Vapr is a gun that, again, I think I can play both ways. I like to play very aggressive with assault rifles. I say this all the time. But the Vapr is a gun that I feel like I can play aggressive with and I can play defensive with. I feel like it's the perfect assault rifle, and I think that's probably why it's my favorite. And I'm running the ELO just because I want to be able to rush the spawns or rush the enemies if I can. But at the same time, I still want to be able to shoot people from long distance because this gun has the ability to do that. And with the ELO sight, it's that perfect balance. I'm still able to push and not sacrifice my aim by having a giant reflex on there, but I'm also able to sit back and still take out enemies from long distance, which is a good reason why I'm running the long barrel. The long barrel is so key, especially when you're trying to sit back and play defensive, whether you're playing domination, whether you're playing hardpoint, you're just trying to defend something. Having long barrel on this gun is amazing, especially since the recoil is not that bad at all. It's a phenomenal attachment. You'll notice a huge difference when you take it off. But yeah, I'm running ELO, long barrel. I'm running stock. Again, stock, I talk about this all the time, is a necessity on most assault rifles. I know some of them don't have it, but because this one has it and because we can play both play styles, I always want to run stock with this. It's so good. It makes the gun quick. You're able to maneuver much easier and overall get more kills. And then last but not least, I'm running high caliber. I love this attachment so much. I haven't run this on any of the other guns. I don't believe it's on, I don't think it's on a lot of the other guns, but high caliber is so good with this, especially matched up with the long barrel. Long barrel and high caliber makes this so deadly from a distance. You're able to sit back long hallways, the end of buildings. You're able to just sit back really far and still take out lots of people. And this is probably, again, why I love this gun so much. I can play super aggressive and I can sit back and still dominate the lobby. Obviously, I'm not running a secondary. I don't feel like I needed a secondary with this gun. It's so powerful, and there's never really any moments where I'm like, damn, I wish I had a secondary because, you know, I didn't kill someone. You know, it doesn't get a ridiculous amount of hit markers. Most of the time, it only takes a few shots, especially with the long barrel and high caliber. So there weren't enough situations where I needed the secondary, so I slashed that. I'm not running a perk 1. I didn't think any of the perk 1s were necessary. I'm not completely pushing spawn every single time, so I don't think flak jacket or tac mask were necessary. Obviously with perk 2, I'm running 2. Like I said, I'm running dexterity and gung ho. Dexterity I like because this gun, it has this really weird feel, even though it's really good and a lot of fun to use. And when I run around, especially on this Hacienda map that I was playing on, there's so many areas where you have to jump, right? Like whether I'm jumping up to the second story, I'm jumping over a wall, I'm jumping from the second story down to the bottom. There's so many areas where you have to mantle. And I've used the boost slide to evade so many gunfights on here, and having dexterity allows you to do that much quicker. And I think it really depends on the map. If you're playing on a map where there's not a lot of jumping going on, and it's really just flat out like maybe slums, then you probably won't need it. But for this map specifically, and a lot of the other ones, and just the gun in general, dexterity has been a very good perk to have. Obviously running Gung Ho, huge fan of Gung Ho. You guys that watch my videos consistently know I say that all the time. But Dexterity and Gung Ho are two very important perks for the Vapr. And then perk 3, I'm running Ghost. Again, this is another perk that I enjoy using. I'm not running Dead Silence. Like I said, I'm not pushing the spawn consistently. I am playing a little bit defensive, so I feel like the Dead Silence isn't that important, because if I'm not going to be pushing their spawn that hard, I'm not going to worry about trying to be extra quiet. But I am running Ghost, however, because especially when playing like team deathmatch like I am now, people are calling in UAVs all the time, and I want to be able to stay off that radar. And as long as I'm consistently moving, I don't have to be in the enemy spawn. As long as I'm still moving around, I won't have to worry about popping up on that UAV, and I can still take out players without them knowing exactly where I'm at. So, and then obviously, like I said, primary gunfighter so that I can run all the attachments, and then perk 2 greed so I can run both the 2 perks. But anyway, guys, that's for the video. This is the class setup that I use for the Vapr-Xkg. It is so good, so much fun to use, even after the nerf. I'm sure a lot of you guys have a lot of things to say about it. This is one of the most popular guns in the game. So if you guys have any questions or tips or anything else to add for a class setup, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. Can we be friends?